Hi, David.
Hi Tina, good to talk to you. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for joining me on this call, this virtual call. I hope this is a good time. Are you able to talk a little bit to go over
I,
some of your goals for this Toastmasters that you came join us?
I am, and as you know, I just recently joined the club, and I'm really interested in seeing how this new Pathways program works. And I'm glad that I have a mentor that can help me guide through this program.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited to be your mentor, and it's definitely be a growing stage for you and I, since this is my chance to really show you about Pathways. Pathways is exciting. It's a good system. It's a self-paced application, or I say platform, and that's where you could set your goals. But first of all, before I even go through Pathways, I just want to kind of take a step back and see what are your goals? Like, why did you join Toastmasters, and what is it you like to do when you come to our club?
Well,
Like, what is your
initially
goal?
7 years ago, I'm always looking every year to learn and do something different, and I always wanted and I was interested in Toastmasters, and I was on the legacy program. And
Yeah.
the idea was I thought I was a great speaker, at least in presentations, but the impromptu, not so much. And I, as you know, I retired recently, but I'm back in doing my own business, and I think it's very important. So I have a personal goal to get to a DTM level. I want to be have communication because communication is so important in project management, and I want to achieve the skills that both for the prepared speeches as well as impromptu because I think I need the entire package. So I'm very anxious to go along with the program.
Oh, that's great. Thank you for giving me some background. And it seems like you are definitely eager, and also that you have your own business, even more so. It's a good opportunity for Toastmasters to really give you even more of a strength of public speaking and communication. And yeah, that's great. So I would say this: are you what kind of a speaker are you? Are you more like a shy, kind of more, or very
Well,
outspoken, very kind of, or
when I do the prepared speeches, I feel very confident, and if I know my subject, it's the impromptu that I feel I sometimes get nervous, and then sometimes I don't speak as succinctly as I want to be or get the right message, and I forget a lot of things. So I think it's the areas where I'm not comfortable. And to be very honest, I have gone into the Toastmasters International site. I did look at, and I chose the innovative planning as the pathway. What I think is it seems to me pathway seems very clunky. I really don't understand
Mhm.
how to get the steps to get to a distinguished Toastmaster. What do I need to do? How do I do this? And it's just the videos and all that are helpful, but I don't. I'm a guy, as like a project manager. I want stuff written in a book, and I want to follow it. And to me, it's not as straightforward as it used to be when I was involved with Toastmasters many years ago.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, no, I think what you actually said, I think is echo of some other folks. So, yeah, I think setting your goals up will be a first step, and also you say you want to be working on your leadership. What specific goal again was you were looking at?
The innovative planning.
Innovative planning. Yeah, so that is where we can actually come together and go into pathways. And let me show you how to go about finishing each path and actually the levels. So pathways, there's actually 5 levels. Level one, that's where level where you will all start at. And that's again based on which path you choose. So you have a path you select, and then there's 5 levels you need to complete in order to complete that path. And then level one is pretty much the beginner. So then you start from the icebreaker, and then you come to any kind of a topic that you want to make a speech on. But as before I continue to go on what needs to be done, I actually want to sit down and go over with you, maybe a draft or even like a run through of what you would like to present, and then we could probably go through that in detail and give you my feedback on how I think about areas to improve. Usually the icebreaker, I think you because you have been somewhat involved with other Toastmasters, you might be aware about that. So doing the icebreaker might not be too intimidating. But I think when it comes to the next speech, and then the next speech of researching the topic, that is where I think will be a good way that you and I can sit down and go over how we go about coming with a topic and then researching and presenting a speech. And that is usually level one. Before I move forward, what are your thoughts on probably drafting something up, like maybe doing your icebreaker and then having us to come back together and meet up?
I think that would be great. I mean, is the evaluation sheet online? Is it there in the Pathways program?
Yes, it is online. Actually, let me go ahead and show you how to get access to Pathways. And do you want me, I can actually walk you through that process and how to set up and print out or actually submit an evaluation sheet to the evaluator that's going to evaluate your speech.
How do I know who my evaluator is going to be? Because I think that would be important before I walk in there, as opposed to hitting them cold.
Yeah, that's a great question. Great question. Usually before our meeting, before our Toastmasters meeting, we will assign an evaluator to you based on the speech. So if we have like three speakers, we will have assigned three evaluators to you. And if you have a preference, we also welcome that as well. And of course, if you're familiar with the club, but if you're new, you don't really know much people, we usually assign you to an evaluator and they will evaluate you.
Is it
And
important
we
for
will
me to
actually, sorry, go ahead.
is it important for me to talk to the evaluator prior to giving my speech?
Actually, that is very important. Yes, to reach out to evaluators saying, hey, here's the evaluation sheet, evaluation form that you will need. And that because Pathway is all electronic, there's no paper hard copies to give in person, you will need to submit a soft copy to them via email, perhaps, and then have them get that ready as they get ready for your speech and they evaluate you during the speech.
Got it. Got it. That makes sense.
Excellent questions, David.
Thank you.